I'm Mrs. ISAH Bliss, the CEO of Bliss by Delicacies. I'm a baker and also a chef, and I also do other businesses. I'm a mother, a wife, a mother of 3. I live in Abuja, but I'm from Delta State. My journey so far in business has been amazing through the help of God, and I've learned a whole lot from business, of which I must say business is a thing to do, though it's challenging, but the success at last is what keeps us going. So I started business right from school days, and from school days to NYC days, I was also into business, doing some school business, stuff like that. But I went fully into business after my marriage. I think I discovered the full virtue in me in going into business, because I have to quit job, I have to quit searching for a job to go into business. And as I started the baking business, though I had a sister in church who was doing it, and back then when I was a single, I've always admired her, and I go to her house sometimes just to learn from her once or twice, though it wasn't that effective because my work as a then was, the timing was not just enough, or rather there was no enough time for both work and the ski. So, but after marriage, I went fully into the baking business. I registered for a class, and after then I started up my own business. So I started off from the house. I was in the baking from the house, getting orders from the house, and then from there I decided, okay, since I've acquired a skill and I'm doing well in it, I think I need more visibility. So I went to get a shop, and then I started I had a baking shop. I was selling materials, baking material, and as well as baking in there. And also got students, I was teaching them on this baking as well. So it has been an amazing journey, though challenging. My first challenge was the location I got, because we later moved out of that area, so mobility was quite difficult for me to continue with the shop. So I have to quit from doing the business outside, like in the shop, to back home. So I came back doing my business from the house, and then even right from the house, God was faithful. I was getting orders, and the COVID-19 was so much a great blessing to me. It exposed my business so much that a lot of people got to know about me, and that was an explosion for my business. And I must say that the lessons I learned from getting a shop out there is actually what is helping me today, because I'm now back to having a shop. I now have a shop and running my business back in a shop. So those experiences of the 1 year has really helped me so much. Now, baking and doing business, can be quite challenging, but God has been faithful. Like sometimes the baking materials the prices are high, and when you tell a customer this is the price of a cake, they say, madam, the price is high. But you get to explain to them it's the price of things, the price of material, the baking material is not I'm making, just that the price of materials out there is quite on a high side. So we have to, price or cost the cake according to the materials and all other things put in place to make for you a delicious cake and a beautiful cake. So it's another challenge I've experienced from this baking is family. as a married woman with business, it's quite challenging. But to the glory of God, and my husband would say, plan yourself, plan yourself. So God is helping us. We are doing the planning, and God is helping us to manage the family and as well as the business. But I must say, business is quite amazing. And for a mother of 3, business is quite very much okay for you. It gives you time for yourself, for your family. The economy of Nigeria is actually telling on the business so much. It's telling on the business because the rate of things are really going up every day. You might be surprised that you go to the market to get some baking materials today or to get some goods to put in the shop today, and tomorrow when you go there, the price have increased by 5, 10, even as far as 50% increase on goods. So it's really telling on the business, but we keep pushing. We keep pushing because we believe the price might come down someday, but if it doesn't, we know how to adjust to every situation that comes in this nation. Okay, we do a lot of baked goods. We do the cakes, we do pastries, the chops, samosa, spring roll, puff puff. We do egg rolls, meat pie. We do donuts, we do shawarma, we do hot dog and sausage. Yeah, we do as well as foods. We do jollof rice, fried rice, do swallows and soups, egusi soup, the Nigeria soups as well. That we do a lot of all these. It's cake, and it's a vanilla cake, chocolate cake, and red velvet. They are the most, I would say, they are the most commercial cakes, flavors of cake people order for most times. I think most of my customers are those vanilla flavor lovers, chocolate and red velvet lovers. So we do more of cakes. That's most of our orders. The achievements so far, to the glory of God, I must say we are not where we were before. God has helped us thus far that we cannot say we are out there. We are no more doing the business from the house. We now have a place by the grace of God. And then we also have equipment that we've bought through this business. And we have lives that we have, affected, we have impacted. One of my students sent me a traditional wedding cake that she made. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is the girl that the day I was teaching her how to ice a cake. I was even stressed out, telling her, do it this way, do it this way. So I have a lot of students that are out there and they are using what I've taught them to make some good cash. One of my students have to quit hair salon. She was doing this hair salon when she came to learn baking. And after she learned baking, she quits that and she went fully into baking. And she's doing greatly well. So that's an achievement, I must say. I'm grateful to God for. Yeah, in Africa we love cakes, we love pastry, and that's why you see a birthday without a cake is just a meeting. I know Africa, where people love togetherness, we love to share things. And then when you talk about cake, when we talk about food, when we talk about pastry, is what brings us together in Africa. Food brings us together, sharing. I mostly tag my business as a sharing business, because when you bring cake for a birthday, for a party, for a celebration, you can't just eat it alone. People have to come together and share the cake, and there's this feeling of love and all that. So I think in Africa, sharing, and then, like, I do most of African food, Nigeria food most especially. So that's my culture. That's my Africa, promoting my African culture through food. Like I said earlier, it's quite challenging, but like my husband would say, you have to plan yourself. So it's all about planning. It's all about planning. And the thing is that you can't do everything. You have to employ 1 or 2 persons to work with you. So I have people work with me, so they take charge when I'm not there or when I need to attend to the family. So it's a teamwork. This business is a teamwork. So you work with your team, and with that you can be able to have time for yourself, time to rest, especially because this is a business that is stressful, strenuous. So it needs time, it needs energy. So there should be a time for you to rest. So with your teamwork, well trained, the teamwork take charge when I'm not there. So they can handle everything on my behalf. And then I have time for the family and time for myself. Yes. When it comes to food, when it comes to edibles, the taste of one is quite different from the taste of another. You might do some maize and the customer say, madam, there's no much pepper in this thing. And this customer didn't tell you I needed much pepper, you understand? So some customers are quite amazing, but I think I don't take it as a challenge. It's just a reason for me to improve more and to know that if a customer is ordering for something, you have to ask the customer, do you want much pepper, or do you want much this? You might tell ask the customer, and do you have any allergy to anything that might put in this food or in this cake, you understand? So I have, like when I'm making chichi, I have one customer that will say, please don't put cinnamon or don't put nutmeg in my chin-chin. So there are some customers that are very amazing. They are selective. That's what I would say. They are kind of selective. They say, don't put this, don't put this. So you have to know your customer preferences, what they like and what they don't like, then work with what they like. But in this business, there is a general taste. That's what I would say, like a general taste. When you say vanilla cake, everybody knows vanilla cake will have vanilla flavor. Now, when you come to chocolate cake, everyone knows that chocolate cake will have cocoa powder in it. So there are some things that, okay, these ones are compulsory in baking this cake. To the glory of God, the feedback has been amazing, and I'm someone who loves feedback from my customers. Yeah, though when I want to answer, I have this my heart beating like, what's this customer going to say? But my mentor taught me you must get feedbacks from your customers. It's very necessary. So it has been amazing because over time I've improved in my business. I've improved because I do trainings on daily basis for myself and try as much as possible to improve. So yeah, the feedback have been amazing, and I've been getting good response from my customers. So to an extent, I'm doing my best and they like the products I give to them. But if a customer complain about any of the food or baked goods, could just say, I'm sorry, ma. Okay, we've noted your complaint. Maybe next time we'll do much better. And if there's a reason for me to refund, I do refund, or rather I can cook or rather bake another product and give to the customer. So I would like to share one of these challenge I had when I got a newer oven, this big oven, and then I didn't know how to set the heat temperature, the temperature of the heat. I didn't know how to set it, so I baked a cake. I didn't know I was baking that cake with the grilling temperature. So the outside of the cake was brownish, was like well baked, but inside was not baked. And I didn't, when I put the skewer in, it came out dry. You know, that's how we taste cake. When you put the skewer and it's not stained, it's dry, you know the cake is baked. So I put the skewer inside, it came out dry. To me, okay, this cake is well baked. The timing was exact and all that. But after icing the cake and giving to the customer, when she cuts it and she was like, "Ah, madam, the cake was not baked. We could not eat it. No, it was only the outside, the wall, just the corner of the wall that was baked. The inside was not baked." I was like, as in like, okay. Then I realized that this is not the normal oven I was using as at then. So I have to tell her, okay, I'm so sorry, ma. I think I've not really understood this oven because I didn't buy it as a new one. So there was no manual for me to even say it was a second-hand one. So I have to master the temperature over time. And that I have to bake another cake for that customer just to compensate her for that. It's an amazing one, you know. I think this is one of the first I'm doing. So I'm so happy to be part of it. And I must say thank you to the organizer. I'm very, very grateful. And I think is a call for me to do much better. I'm very grateful. Yeah, this is a big inspiration and to tell me that indeed there is a future for this business. No, with the economy, sometimes you think of quitting. But with this is an encouragement for me to move on. It's an encouragement for me to improve. And then, you know, I see a future bakery for my business and a great supermarket. That's what I see. I see a supermarket that we have my own baking session. So it's a push, it's an encouragement, and I must say it's a blessing, and it's really make me see the future of my business to be an amazing one. God is my inspirer, number one. My husband is my number two inspirer. And my mentor, the person who trained me, was a really great inspirer. She's so good. She's so good that even while I was working with her, while I was training, while I was being taught under her, she was having marital challenge. But this didn't tell on her. It didn't tell on her training. It didn't tell on her works. This woman was so amazing, you understand? It's so amazing that challenges, our family challenges, wasn't telling on her business. So she was a great inspirer. And also another thing that inspired me in this business is my passion for it. I'm happy to see that I make something, someone eats it, and the person is happy about it. You know, back then in school, because where I grew up, we were not allowed to cook. So back then in school, I would cook and call my friends to come and eat. Even my husband today was one person that came to test my food in school. So I'm so amazed with the fact that I make something and customer will be so happy about it. Ah, madam, this cake is good, this food tastes nice and all that, this pastry is so amazing. So it is one of my inspiration that people eat what I make and they're happy about it. And passion keeps me going because this is really, business is strenuous, especially this type of business is quite a strenuous one. But the love of it, the passion for baking, the passion for business, you know, keeps me going. Yeah, like I said earlier, in 3 years' time, by the grace of God, I should own my own bakery. I should own my own bakery, and as well as, by the grace of God, I should have my baking, or rather what's the word used? Okay, I should have a school for baking and catering, by the grace of God. I also do other businesses, like run a supermarket. So I should have, like I said, I should have my supermarket with my bakery, and as well as my training center from this business, from this country. Yes, yes, by the grace of God, I would do my business with still be in Africa, still be in Nigeria running. Not like I'm leaving Nigeria totally, because I used to say my blessings are also here. I must possess my possession right here in Nigeria. So migrating, just like, okay, going for some vacation stay, but I still love to be in Nigeria and do my business right here. Well, like I'll say, it's first of all a passion thing. It's a good thing to want to be in this business, but I must say, first of all, you must know that God is the one that sustains everyone in business. So first of all, put God first. Number two, have passion for the business. It's passion that keeps us going in this kind of a business, because sometimes you might be so stressed out and you want to just let it go. I know of some of my friends that used to do this business together. Some have quit. That the job is too strenuous and all that. And some will say, yeah, I can't do fondant. And some will say, hey, you put that cook, you are trying. Some have quitted, but passion will keep you going. So have passion for it and be focused. Be very focused, know where you are going to. And then also keep on improving on yourself. Don't say, I know how to do vanilla cake, that's all. I know how to cook jollof rice, that's all you know. You have to keep on building on yourself, attending trainings, keep on learning. Learning never ends. So keep on learning. It's a good business. There's money in it. It's a good business. So just have passion for it and keep learning. Africa is a peaceful place. I love Africa because it's quite peaceful. Africa is full of creativity, and that's what my business is all about. We can turn a lot of things into creativity. And you see that it's so amazing that we even turn cake into a human being, to cars, animals, and all that. So I love the creativity of Africa. I love Africa as a peaceful place. I love, no matter what, the economic of Africa, we are still able to survive. So the surviving ability of Africa is an amazing one. Yeah, gender equalities. Yeah, male and female should be treated the same. Yes, there is no one is better than the other. It's just all about understanding. Understand who a man is, understand who a woman, understand their function, understand what you're doing per time. So we are all important in the sight of God, and even human, we should be treated equally. Not disputing the fact that when it comes to marriage, we are all special before God.